Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me and taking a look at how some of our big box stores here in Southern Ohio are doing with the Disney, Marvel, and DC toys, and as you might expect, not too well. Hey, it's Christmas at Ollie's. Well, not quite yet, as we listen to some K-pop from the Seraphim in the background. But what we really want to take a look at is just the toy section here. And there is a lot. Here is some Disney toys of the character Raya. Never seen it. Their toys are rather plentiful here. Nice characters. Not much in the way of action figures, and a lot of whatever these things are. I'm not really sure. And here we are with the action aisles full of Star Wars and Marvel and everything else, and a fair number of G.I. Joes for some reason. Over here we have some G.I. Joe vehicles and of course the Star Wars fleet, and here we are with the Black Panther Wakanda Forever helicopters, then that Nerf Wakanda glove for $10, and the spears, of course the spear, and some of the little, we'll see more of the spears later, and more of the Star Wars fleet, and another Wakanda toy that isn't selling, and looks like some of the Marvel Legacy toys that are going for $9.99 still. They are still at $9.99. I just don't understand, but there they are. Of course, there is a Doc Strange, Thor. Now, not a very good-looking Thor at that, but there are some other Legacy items, but there is a ton of them, a ton. Hey, and here we see our Incredible Hulk, and up here are a lot of Legends, Marvel Legends series selling for $9.99. A lot of this blue guy, whoever he is, lots of him. And our friend the Thor. Thor's not the best looking Thor I've seen, and a few other characters, lots of characters that mostly, even Doctor Strange ones, I'm not sure who some of these characters are. That's part of the problem, but I know who this is. This is Godzilla and King Kong behind him. Those are pretty cool, actually. That one I am, maybe. Now there's some more Mirrorverse from Disney. I've not seen those before, but of course there's Buzz Lightyear, and of course Buzz is not doing that well either. Lots of Buzz hanging around, not a lot of buzz around Buzz. And we head around the corner and see just how many stacks and how many of the cardboard boxes there are full of these. And over here we have some more of the Marvel, and actually there are some Masters of the Universe and a lot of the Marvel characters here. Here's a Legend. I don't think I would if I were a kid. From the Eternals, no, I don't think so. There are a lot of this character and some of the other Eternals, but there's one Eternals I do want to get. There's just one, and I'll get several different versions if I can, and we'll talk about that more as we go along. Oh, and in his water wings we have Wen Wu from Shang-Chi series at $1.99. That's about the lowest I've seen for any of that particular series. And here's an Avengers character. And down here it looks like the Chuck Norris has joined the Avengers. I don't think so. Some G.I. Joe stuff. And the Governor, of course. Oh, there's a lot of the Governors. And when you look down below, you'll see even a lot more of the obscure very obscure characters, and there are rows and rows on them. Rows and rows of these characters, all going for $9.99, I think, which is a fairly high price for those still. And oh wait, we have Landau. Oh, that's good. At least he is well worth the price, very much so. And as we go on the next side of the action now, who do we have? We have more of the Wang Wu water wings from Shang-Chi. Very hard to pronounce that very often. And actually, I loved the film. I really enjoyed the movie. Not so much the characters. Here's another Shang-Chi character, and I think these are probably going for even less. I think these are $4.99 for these, and that's a pretty good price drop. Over here are some, but looks like some more G.I. Joes, some more Shang-Chi, the guy kicking the guy in the head, the rings, it looks like. I see Thor, I see more Shang-Chi, and oh, there he is, Wang Wu's water wings, and I think this is a Marvel character. I thought about getting this one, but I'm not too sure. But interesting that a lot of the G.I. Joes are on discount. Wait, what did I see? But anyway, more of the G.I. Joes, and there he is. Oh, it's a Baby Yoda, the child. I like. And it looks like the Baby Yoda is going for $20. Wow, Ollie's, you can go lower than that. And there's that very creepy Chewbacca that looks like he's on drugs. And more of our child. And oh, there's a real Chewbacca. And some other things that I have no idea what they are. Very few of the Bakugan toys. First time I've seen those in any good numbers. And as I look around in the G.I. Joe, I think there's $7.98 section. I think I'll find Hariko Abe as the Akiko from the Snake Eyes, which is that G.I. Joe. The ones you're looking at there, those are variety of different G.I. Joe characters from Snake Eyes. Not a very good film, but she was great in it, and that was Haruka Abe. Now we're looking at Thor, and I love, by the way, the Thor hammer for $10. You can whack your cousin over the head with it at Thanksgiving. It's great. Now there's just a few, actually, of the Jurassic Park, and here is something you may not like all the characters from Shang-Chi, but I like this dragon. This is pretty cool. Actually, I may pick that up sometime. I think it's $10, and that's not a bad figure. So I might be interested in that. And there's a Fantastic Four. Which version? I'm not sure. And more Shang-Chi. Oh my goodness, more Legends, and a lot of action figures. Those I think are they could be $7.99, $7.98 also. Some Wakanda Forever masks, which are actually kind of nice. Oh, and here we have in Wakanda Forever. It looks like she has a couple of beavers on her arms, and one of the Mandalorian characters, more Legends, more Wakanda Forever. And I think I saw some more of the Legends. And there, of course, is the Wakanda Forever spears for $10. Wow. Some Power Rangers toys. Not very many. Some more of the Legends. Marvel also for, looks like $10. $5 over there for the Wakanda Forever. And that Nerf, the glove that you wear, and you can launch one of those Nerf missiles at your cousin during Thanksgiving dinner. And there's an iLucha character. And here we are in the games section at Ollie's, and it's really not the largest game section at an Ollie's that I've seen. There are the Monopoly Wakanda Forevers. There's a Wonder Woman game down there I've never seen. Assorted other games, but nothing really. There's not that much. There's just a couple of other Monopoly games, and that's about it. And in this section here of Ollie's, they have models and some other miscellaneous things. We have Boba Fett, lots of the Boba Fett models put together, and I think about $14.95 for the Boba Fetts, and there are lots of them. One of the Snake Eyes models also. And here we are at one of the end caps, and I'm surprised to see as much of the Fortnite items as there are here. And sorry about that break your neck zoom there. And there's quite a few items on the Fortnite end cap here, which surprises me because usually those sell for a lot more at different discount stores and regular big box stores. Here's another end cap, and there are a lot of Monopoly games, Wakanda Forever, and Space Jam, which is interesting, and some Eternals, of course, Monopoly items, and they're selling anywhere around $10. Here's another end cap, and there are some Ghostbusters items, more than I would expect to see, and frankly, more than I've seen at any other store. So there's quite a few, including Bateman, and of course, this is one of the longer stretches of aisles at Ollie's that has a lot of variety of Marvel, some DC, and Disney toys. And if you look closer, some wrestling items. There are some what looks to be stretchy guys, and there are some about $4 Star Wars smaller figures, and there is a poor Luke Skywalker who looks like he's maybe a drunk hobo, perhaps. And there's a few other characters, and I see Archie. I love Archie. I have no idea why there's an Archie character. Some of the tech decks, the what I call the finger skateboards, they're not selling all that well either. Now we get into some of the superhero characters. The Avengers characters are selling for $15. Some of the Marvel characters, lots of Black Panthers, those are about $10. Black Widow, there were a lot of Black Widows all over the different toy areas. She doesn't sell too well either. And you'll see a lot more Black Widows, some lock set, and there's a stray random Baby Yoda, more Black Widows, more Legends, a lot more Legends. And we see a few Eternals over here, and at least we are seeing there, and those are going for around $5. More Legends, and over there are the $5 Eternals, and the one character, Gemma Chan, playing, I think, Circe in the Eternals, and I am going to be picking that up before the end of the afternoon. More G.I. Joes, a lot more G.I. Joes. Here is the other, Circe, and that's around $8. I'm going to think about that one. That one is another Eternals, but I may get that one. That's the one that has her and the gigantic leg. I don't know why. I think it's something where you buy a number of them and you build another character, and that's not going to happen. Now I'm coming upon a Marvel toy, Legends, that I have no idea what this is. It is apparently called the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl for around $18. Wow. Oh no, she's on looks like a Vespa scooter. I have no idea why it is that much. Okay, so now I know why it's that much. Okay. Never heard of Squirrel Girl. Ever. Some more of the toys. And nice mask, I'll say that. Not a bad Halloween mask. A few of the Pixar toys, and here of course is Doc Strange's spinner toy that you can spin that little disc and hit your cousin in the head with it at Christmas. And there are lots of those for probably under around $10. We have some, looks like some stray baby Yodas, stray random baby Yodas here. Quite a few of them. And now we're in the book section, and there's a Squid Game coloring book for, looks like $3. And here's what I picked up, a couple of Circes from the Eternals, and managed to also get the Haruko Abi as Kiko from the G.I. Joe series. And by the way, she also is the voice of Noodle in the animated Gorillas, which is amazing. And you can see we're now in Ollie's main competitor, especially here in Ohio. This is a new Star Wars display of some new merchandise that's priced at around $29. So, $30 actually. So I'm just going to let the camera take a look and you follow along at some of the toys. Some of these are new. Some are just the same ones that have been around for the last 2, 3, 4 years. But there is some new merchandise in DC, Marvel, and Disney toy collections. But as you look over here, lots of Black Panther, lots and lots of Black Panther, and a couple of very sad Darth Vader bobblehead, and a few of the multiverse characters. Here's another new Star Wars display end cap, and some of these are new. This is a little updated. This is $5 for this Batman figure, and that is an amazing bargain. Here's one of the Grogu, and here's the Wakanda Forever at $7 for that helicopter, hovercraft, whatever. And more of the Wakanda Forever Monopoly games at $10. Not a bad price. And now we're in another Ollie's, and this one is probably about 70 miles away from the first Ollie's that we toured through. And the surprising thing is that while there are plenty of toys, and there's my favorite Eternals character, while there are plenty of toys, not as many as in the first Ollie's, and not quite as, not as... Sort of the interesting thing about this Ollie's is that while there are a lot of the same characters, toys, as most of the other Ollie's, I found that at this Ollie's there were some things that I hadn't really seen before. There are, again, some Fortnite. There's Wakanda toys, the hovercraft, helicopter, some of the characters that are the same. Again, the Nerf glove that shoots the missile that you could hit your cousin with at Christmas. Now this LOL display at $6.99, about $7, is full of these LOL things. Somebody lost their job. Over here we have a much different display than I've seen. Here is the Mulan character, the main character, and I did pick that up because the main character, the actress Yu Yifei, she was supposed to have been at the Cincinnati Comic-Con last September, and because of the actor strike, wasn't able to attend along with most of the other actors. So I had thought about, well, if she comes back to the next Comic-Con or GalaxyCon, that I can take this character from Mulan and have her sign it. So I did pick that up. There's another, it's the child, another lost Yoda. some G.I. Joes. Here is one of the few times I've seen Netflix's Stranger Things, a character from that, an action figure, but not much of one. You'll notice there were also a lot of Johnny Lightning 164 cars being sold. And down at the bottom, there were several 124 die-cast muscle machine cars. They were around $12. A great buy, actually, surprisingly. And I saw some Incredible characters from the Incredibles, a few more G.I. Joe items, just a variety of things that are not very common, at least from things I've seen. Now, what you're looking at here is one of the Ollie's displays at this particular Ollie's, and you're looking at about the biggest grouping of any of the Disney, Marvel, G.I. Joe characters. There are some Marvel Legends there, a few other things, but that is about it. And hey, I want to thank everyone for joining me here. This is the first time I have done a big box store toy department walkthrough, and I hope I didn't screw it up too awfully badly. So thanks again, and hopefully I will do another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.